Well, Mr. Gray, how are you today? You doing okay? So glad you could come by and see us, okay? Yeah, Speedy. Mr. Gray was here. Chomping down on your food? Right. Well, y'all go ahead and keep eating up. He'll back on off, because Papa's out here right now. Right, Mr. Gray? And there he goes, underneath the focus. The Fortress of Solitude. There's him and Magoo. Do, as you've seen. Well, hello there, friends and family. And here we are. I think it's January 28th. Yep, it's highly overcast. And it's chilly willy here. And I waited until it was 51 degrees to come on out, fill up the bird feeders. And we have served lunch, which the kitty crew and Mr. Gray, as you saw, have already dined upon. And I know I'd made a promise here that, we would take you with us to Walmart. Yep. And we went. But it didn't quite turn out the way we wanted to. I got up, got showered up, got shaved, and everything, and I went. And I got there a little bit before 9. And Walmart was slap full. And I don't understand all that. You see, when I go to the shopping, the superfoods, there's just few folks. And that's the way I like it. Now, you might think, well, just because there was a whole pile of people there, why didn't you go on in? Well, with the current situation here in my state, maybe your state's different. Maybe you a youngin'. Maybe you're all buxing and everything. Things are different. But for me, I've done my damnedest. Sorry, ladies, for saying that. To avoid any, might we say, complications from the current situation. That's just my way of thinking and what I've chosen for myself and everything. And that's what my children want me to do. And of course, kitty crew, which is right here with me. Right, Spooky? You're always right here with Papa. You like Magoo, used to be. Of course, he ain't too far behind, is he? He sort of hides in the shadows now. Y'all need to get along better, okay? Really. Right? So maybe y'all can hear me. The wind's a little bit brisk today. And that. But, we're not going to give up on Walmart, because I promised you we'd go, and plus I need a few things that couldn't find at Superfoods and that. I need to get things like fuel cleaner, air filter for the Focus. It's feeling a little bit despondent here lately. It sees everything, the kitty crew gets for treats, and it's wondering, well, about time for you to change my fuel filter, my air filter, give me some fuel injector cleaner, those kind of things. Even though, it ain't been but a couple weeks back that I changed this oil. But, that's the way it is. Yeah, I do that here by myself. But anyway, when I got there and seen it was slap full, went on in. People aren't real friendly nowadays at places like that. And what you might not understand, our particular Walmart here is the only Walmart in an area for 28, 30 mile circumference. If you make a circle around it. Used to be back in the day before we got it, we'd have to go to Montgomery, the capital city, or we could go to Auburn, or we could go to Alex City. Either way, you're talking anywhere from 35 to 45 to an hour away. Yeah, we used to do that back in the day. So yeah, there's a whole pile of people that shop there. And that's probably the way it is in a lot of rural areas. So I postponed it. I went ahead and came back out, and I came home. That was my decision. Maybe it's not yours. But you know, I read all the comments, and I see people worry about old Mr. Tom, and then they tell me what they're still doing. They're ordering online. They're going by and getting curbside pickup. And you know what? I don't blame them a bit. Because depending on your situation, you know, I'm out here in the cold. It's currently 51 degrees. At least I waited till it got in the 50s. When I woke up this morning, it was 34. When I served breakfast to the kitty crew. And I went on out. And I was shivering. Of course, I had my jammy pants on, which you might just saw. I still do. Why? Because it's laundry day. I normally used to do laundry on Sundays. Why? Because I pretty much work 6 days a week. Now I'm retired. Now I've tried to get out of that habit and just do it when I got, 2 or 3 loads ready. Get her done. But I still wait till I got a few loads. And that. But don't worry. We'll be going to Walmart. So give the old man a break. And I do appreciate y'all watching the last shopping trip to Superfoods. You know? And maybe you didn't guess or keep track of it, just how much we spent. Well, it's been 37 days since I went grocery shopping. And we spent the grand total, even with those cookies I bought for y'all, of $98.07 tax, surcharge, total. And that was it. And other than the cookies and bagels and cream cheese, I didn't do any, wants. I just did all needs and that. And I, stressed a few things during that video. Like what used to be pulled pork food, which ain't pulled pork food. Then I showed you what is pulled pork food and what we're going to be doing in the future as far as my cooking videos. And I'm going to be doing that. We're going to be cooking up some gizzards. And I'm going to show you, if you like fried gizzards, just how you make them, how you clean them, how you pre-prepare them before you batter them and fry them. And once you've had mine, you'll never have no others. I know many of y'all said, yeah, I can't do gizzards, Miss Tom. They're that gristle and they're way too chewy. You don't understand. I always hated that growing up too. Guys, are y'all playing? What are y'all doing? Pick up the sticks. I've talked to you about this. You need to be picking up sticks. Yep, once it warms up a little bit, that's another chore. Something about living under trees. Yeah, it's just like every week, gotta pick up sticks. Spooky. Speedy, what y'all doing? Just playing? Where's Cleo? Well, trust me, Cleo was here earlier. Of course, saw Mr. Gray. And Magoo's not too far away. Of course, him and Mr. Gray, they don't Cadillac either. No, two big old males, they surely don't. But, you know, it's being Friday, the 28th of January. And this weekend, we're going to get rigid here in the Deep South. I think tomorrow on Saturday, the high is supposed to be 44. The low is supposed to be like 22. Now, that's getting cold here in the Deep South. For all you northerners, they're starting to giggle. I understand. I remember. But for us, that's pretty chilly. And everything. And for those of you who want a pristine yard and all that, it's coming. You just got to give the old man a break. Excuse me while I blow my nose. But I did want to come on here today. Since I did promise you a Walmart trip, then at least give you a video vlog. I think they call that blog. It's not a blog, and it's not a video. It's a blog. And we're just sort of rambling and talking and everything. And like I say, I read the comments. I just wanted to say, all of y'all that are currently having complications, issues in your life, as I do read those comments, I do add you to prayer list. I surely do. And before I finally, at some point that night or early morning, lay my head down, me and my Father God, we have a long conversation, you know. And I do pray for you. And those of you who are still having issues and situations in your life, I do. When I read that, I do hope. And I say I will pray that they are resolved quickly. Whether it's a recovery, a healing, whatever it takes. You know, I want that to happen. But I do leave that in His hands. So that's all I can do. And that. Now I see got some new neighbors again today. Like I've told y'all, that becomes far too of a occurrence here. In fact, I'm not going to turn the camera around, but there's a young lady now out there paying her respects. And that may be her mother, her father, grandparents, or, you know, brother, sister, who knows. We've lost so many that'll no longer be with us. And, you know, we got so many things going on right now. Still, Western media, and I'll just say that, because I did that video about whether, you know, World War III was imminent and we were going to go to war with Russia. Just so you know, I still don't believe that's going to happen. Truly don't. And many of you said when I did that video, well, I should look at the Ukrainian news and what have you, Russian. Well, yeah, I did. Well, I got some slaps for using the Moscow Times because, well, that's just Russia's propaganda channel. Well, you name me one U.S. mainstream media that isn't a U.S. propaganda channel for the current administration. Just name me one. Okay? I'm waiting. So I did. I looked at just Ukrainian news. And they don't seem all concerned. And there's such a stark difference between the headlines in the Ukraine and the headlines in the US, the UK, European Union, and what have you. I don't understand why people nowadays would even wish or want to go to war, let alone a world war. Except I'm reminded that our memories fade after about 50 years. See, other than my generation, the baby boomers, and those who are baby boomers, we were all born post-World War II, then post-Korean War, up until 1964, just a year prior to the start of the Vietnam War. And that. And then, we were born. But the youngins, yeah, they've had their Afghanistan, my children, in Iraq, they served. But they haven't, even those two wars. I'm not discounting all the people that died or were injured, because God knows both my children were severely. Yeah, they were nothing like World War II, the Korean War, or even Vietnam. Just saying, when you look at the statistics and the data. It doesn't mean any of them were less than the others. But in this day and time, and I would have thought, when I was a young man, even back in the late 60s and early 70s, any person wanting war, supporting war, or having any part of it would still be here in 2022. And I would have told you that wasn't my thought, my prayer, or my hope for this country or any other. I don't understand it. Well, maybe I do. Maybe it's all about we have such a huge military industrial complex. We have politicians that hang their hat on the fact that when war breaks out, we won't vote them out. Which I must admit, history shows we don't. Wartime president almost guaranteed to get elected, as all are the senators and congressmen. That all being said, that's a sad damn fact that you'd want to take a country in war just to keep your job. But then again, that'd also be the same sad fact to bolster your profits and line your pockets with dollars. But I guess that's the way it's always been. I spent a lot of time thinking how much better our country would be, America, let alone any other country, Russia, China, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, oh God, Japan, you just name it. How much better our lives would be. Our roads, our infrastructure, our social programs, if we could divert the mass amount of monies we all spend on our military. Now I know since I said that, people are going, well, they'll all be unemployed. They'll need jobs. Well, granted, all that money's going to go to something else. And I'd like to think everybody'd be able to find a job that didn't involve defending a country from getting killed or attacking another one and killing somebody in another country. That's just my thought. And I'm sure this video blog will catch a lot of crap. But I grew up in an era during the 60s and 70s where something happened in America. A large group of people went out and they marched peacefully and they protested for peace. And I not peace so much in America, but peace worldwide. Peace to stop the wars. You remember the peace sign, folks? That just wasn't the hippies. Since I was the age and I was in the draft, I can tell you, I'm a patriotic person. I love my country above all things. But did I want to go? Was I jumping up and down? Well, the answer to that would be no. But the other answer to that was that when called, I would go. Yeah. But the question I'll leave y'all with today is this. We've been through a hell of a lot of crap here in the last 2 years, now going on 3. And many of us come through it, but in doing so, we've lost many we've loved. Are we willing to sacrifice thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands or more for what apparently we as American citizens don't want, or Russian citizens? You can check that out on the internet. Ukrainian, any of Europe's citizens, for what our governments want and the people who control them? That's the question I ask all of y'all. Here again, I read the comments on my videos. I read the comments on others that have the same opinions and different ones. And except for a slight few deranged people, and I'll just call them deranged straight out, 99% don't want to go to war. Do you? Are you willing to send your child, your grandchild, your brothers, your sisters, your mother and father to war? You let me know in the comments below this video. And as always, try to keep it sane and civil, and let's have appropriate discussion. See, there's still time to circumvent this madness. And I know my videos don't get out to enough people to even matter. Even though, we got 18,900 of y'all now. And I'm ever so grateful. And I would never thought it would ever happen. But all that being said, it takes more than that. And I do appreciate every one of you who are supporting the channel. And, the best way you can do that, the short ones, not the long ones, by letting the commercials run. Kitty Crew appreciates it. And I appreciate it and bless you more than you can know. And that's all you have to do. And it doesn't hurt. Give us a couple thumbs up and give us that like and subscribe, because more than 46% of my viewers aren't subscribed. Hit that bell and then hit all notifications so you'll see everything, all videos and all community posts and what have you. And then if you really want to help out, you share it with others if you find value, whether it's entertainment wise, informative, or what have you. Me, Spooky, Speedy, Cleo, sometimes Elrod, Magoo, Mr. Gray, and Heathcliff, and of course Gracie is inside lounging on the love seat. See y'all on the next video. Y'all take care, stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you as you bless others. Pray for the world, pray for our nation, and pray for all of us in our community and without. Thank y'all. From me, Kitty Crew, and Gracie too. Goodbye for now. Well, Spooky, I see you just rolled in the driveway till you're all dusty again. Look at you. What is with that? You're just so happy Papa's out here with you? Yep. You gonna sun some? Cleo, so glad you could make an appearance. Yep. You been a little standoffish. Something about a contract for appearing on video. Yeah. We got no union here, okay, Cleo? We freestyle. Independent. Right? You know, Cleo is the queen. Yep. Well, y'all, it's a bright sunny day. Even though it may be partly cloudy now. See, I come out and talk to y'all, and the clouds part. Amazing, isn't it? Don't always happen, but on the times it does, it's a beautiful sight. Thank y'all for watching. Being with the old man today. Till we see you again. Later, all.